gal's horse trailer, a couple lugs. Well, all the lugs came loose. Almost lost a tire. But she's got a dually up there. She's gonna take her horse, she's gonna limp it home on the spare and 3 lug.
We're getting all the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be so much better without that weight.
Yeah. That trailer's pretty light too.
She said 2,750 or something like that.
All cowgirls, look at that. Driving a dually, what you thinking? What you thinking? Good for them.
Cowgirl.
Well, I think it's the first time the 08 started in 2 or 3 weeks.
Tire popped off feed.
Yeah, I saw it sitting kind of funny. I figured that was the case. Yeah. Well, let's see if my new DeWalt jump pack is gonna do the trick. Jump starting this. It's, oh, that little box has got 1,600 cold crankers. It says turbo on the side, but it's got a boat pumper, so I kind of doubt its potential. But we'll see if this little guy spin her over. Beeping now.
Good.
That battery is deader than. There you go. Now try it. Now you're gonna have to go get the big jump box. Sure is funny, a state that doesn't like generators, it certainly lives on them pretty much all the time. That's a diesel one though, but I gotta get a different adapter. Got no snow here, but in town she's layered up. Gotta go move a skid steer for somebody so they can plow their rental property. Move over. I don't like the snow roads. This one's not bad though. 2 hours ago, this was all slush, crappy road, and then, yeah, the weather cleared up for a second, and then we got another wave of snow coming in. There's a power line on the ground. No big deal. Guide wire or something, I don't know. When we get up here, I'll show you some of the stuff that's actually hanging on the wires. Some of these smaller trees just tipped over and just hanging on the lines. 30 to 50,000 people are out of power in my town alone right here. So it's a pretty big deal. You know, you just get these low-hanging oaks and stuff like that. They just get too much of a snow load on it and they just snap. Or it seems more of the cedars, and maybe a pine tree will just top, but the cedars, they don't bow that far and they just snap off. So what I'm doing now, you know, on a snow day, I look forward to just being able to go in the shop, build a big fire, and just staying in there hunkering down on my projects. So I tend to not want to go out here and mess around in the snow and try to make money that way. You know, working up during the good weather so that when bad weather comes, I could just, you know, stay at home and work on my own projects, and that's a lot more fun. But turned down a couple skid and cleaning up driveways and stuff kind of jobs today from business partner Andy, and I said I could haul a skid steer for him, but I'm not like trying to go out of my way to, you know, sounds terrible, but you know, there's a tons of people out here making money snowing, you know, clearing up the snow from the driveways and stuff like that. That's fine. I just don't want to do it. So I'm going to head up here and just move this skid steer for him. I think I'm going to stick around long enough so that he can finish the job that he needs to for his rental properties. And I got my own stuff I got to take care of back at the house yet. And everybody's just running on generators right now that can. Tons of people are just inside frozen because they don't have, they just didn't prepare for it. They just, plain and simple, don't have a Jenny, don't have firewood, blocked in by trees on the road, can't get out. It's just not ideal. But this road's nice and clear, but up in the steeper parts, you know, it's getting a little hairy. Got another wave coming in a minute, but that just, we're talking too much. Let's go move this thing. You guys know what we're doing. We're doing stuff. That's it. Just plain and simple. Hit the subscribe button. We got 100,000. Yeah, boy. Hanger just on the lines right there. No big deal. We got another one up here. This one's actually kind of big. Somebody should probably bump that with a skid steer or something, get it off the wires. Oh, yeah. What are you doing? Poor California folks, they just ain't used to this kind of treacherous weather. Oh yeah, like I said, the power's out, so the stoplights are out. If you're a nice person, you stop at them. But if there's nobody coming, keep going. I've seen people out here shoveling their driveways. They're so not used to having this kind of snow here, or really any at all the last, I don't know how many years. It's probably been 8-10 years, maybe more, since we had this kind of snow. And people they're shoveling their driveways with just like those small dirt shovels. Square point, round point, don't even have a snow shovel. What do we got got going on here? Oh, hit the snowbank. He's stuck. Come on, Ford. You got it, buddy. It's a white gray gate truck. They have people that get snow all the time. Your trees are acclimated to it as well. But these trees here, they haven't experienced it, so they don't know how to hold up their back nice and strong. Same thing with the power lines. Just popping poles. I'm gonna let the camera roll a little bit. Maybe we'll get something exciting up here. The road's fine, just like it rained on it. It's not bad. It's 40 degrees outside, so it's not even worth talking about how bad the roads are. This way, there's so much power line damage that the power company said, if you're not prepared with at least a generator and something to keep your house warm in this next storm, get out of town. Go rent a hotel down the hill a little bit. That's how bad it is. I bet you there's thousands of trees down on top of the wires, just spread out all over the county. Don't see too much going on through here. But just everywhere you go, the branches are just sucked to the ground. Gravity's got a real good hold of them once you throw a little snow load on her. Is that a Kubota? All right. I seen that guy like 10 miles away from here earlier plowing driveways. What the hell? What in the hell? Use your turn signal. I don't know what it is about snow, but it turns people's brains off. Notice this, the color of the ground, the road, with that brown tint to it. They just dump tons of sand on the ground. Saves on the truck body. What are you doing? No blinker, come on. People don't know this trick. Blinker. Hopefully I can flip a U right here. I'm gonna have to just back into that little road. Flash your lights. Sure. No big. Second gear. Blinker again. There's nobody here. Not one. It's literally the first power company guy that I've seen. He's taking a photo. Probably Snapchat. Don't blame him. What can you do? Stay. Tree. Right here's like a DOT way station pull out, so that's nice. That's covered. You ain't getting way today. Blinker again. Throw it on. That's a tiny skid steer. It's okay. Still charge full price. Oh, don't tell me those people are gonna leave. Yep. Nope, they're having some bullfight.
We're going to clamp down on the next ball.
B2. Haven't seen this machine in 4 years. Scoot over, one. Hauled this thing up to Andy's Shasta property. Old Jay remembers that video back in the day. That skid steer's been there since then. And he just brought it back down a couple weeks ago. But he's got shop property and then he's got a rental property right behind it. So we got to go over there. It says I could just drop it off because his, I think that's his nephew right there. I think that's what their relation is. He bought a piece of property right up the street and he's got a Kubota tractor up there that he'll let him use to do some plowing. Now there's everybody here. I got all my flashy lights on and stuff too. Man. Sure. Yellow trailer because it's just so much easier to load a skid steer on. A rubber track rig goes up a lot better, but when you got snow and the ground, Mountain Dew. All natural chilled. Snow climate. If these had mountains on it, they would be blue. Or would they be green? Comment below. I think they'd be green. Tastes better, chilled by Mother Nature. That sounded pretty hippie. But it's true. The last big snowstorm that we had here, I think that had to have been about 2009, because I was driving that Blazer you guys seen back in the day. So that was my junior year in high school. And I remember coming back from down the hill where it's not snowing or anything, and coming up into town, and I heard early warnings from, you know, family members and friends and stuff that it was really dumping snow and there was no power. That was the last time I remember town being completely shut down because of a snowstorm. And it was kind of fun because, you know, I had that four-wheel drive Blazer, so you just go around romping and stuff. Went and slid through, picked up my buddy, and actually, no, he went and got his Jeep. It's like a little grandma Jeep with these little tiny pizza cutter tires on it, and we just mobbed around for the next like 4 hours. And it was kind of weird because it's just like, well, we got no power and the whole town is complete dead, and we're the only idiots like driving around. I think a lot more idiots have showed up since then, started a trend. Check her out there. That, man, that little out there looks like 2 feet of snow worth, which is crazy for here. Cat buddy. Oh, I missed a second honk. Not bad. Let's see here. Gotta park right here somewhere. That's where the hell am I at? I'm all sorts of lost. I'm thinking, oh, there's already a skid steer here. What the hell? Oh, they got a new 5500. So that's what we got to plow right there. These boys just stopped right there and called her a day. People crowding the plate trying to get me to hurry up, but it doesn't block the road for a second. Give me a break. Hang on, let me get a photo real quick for my video. Oh, there she is. If you guys want a challenge, try backing up a small gooseneck trailer. Got her done though. Oh. Let them go, let them go. I got a red light up there, don't matter. But check this out. Look how much of a line we got building up at the, I guess that's one of the few gas stations going right now. Nice of them though, they didn't jack up the price any more than Biden did. Power's on here. Probably emergency power. You got a generator probably running that and that. Well, it's still cold enough. The Mountain Dew's still cold. Just got back down the house, so I'm gonna go down the shop and work on about 2 of those Champion Jennies from Tractor Supply a couple years back. Been working good up until this year. I had the one on the house, I fired it up 4 in the morning or something so we can get some heat going in there. And it wouldn't run unless it was just on choke. And I ran it on the choke for hours because I needed the power for the house so that I could upload those 2 videos I did for you guys the other day. So, she still seems to be a champ, but that was under medium load, under good load with the well and then the shop, because I swapped them out because I cleaned the carb on the other one. We're gonna go ahead and clean this carb because it just does not like having a big load on it. That's how that works right there. Ejecto. I did the other day, talking about running 2 Jennies. I got one on the shop, got one on the house. Reason for that, they're on different circuits because the house and shop are built at separate times, but it comes through the same. Let's see here, that deals with that. That part comes off there, flooded. Got that guy there. Oh yeah, I need something for the back. But anyway, got the one down here, cleaned it, put it on the house. How in the world did it get to that? Nope, not a chance. House, that way it fires up, no problem, right early in the morning or whenever you just want to go out there and it's freezing cold. This one I could kind of, you know, wear my arm out on a little bit before it actually fired up. But again, I had to run the choke on the thing. But we'll get her shaped up. It's very simple carb on this thing. If I could just get that. Oh, there you go. That's how you do it. You just bend it out of the way. This other one had that. I don't know. Maybe I didn't hook it up. Turn her off. Yep. Oh, dang it. I forgot I had that Allen's in the bottom of it. You make a mess. That is the name of the game. Drip, keep dripping. You guys see? I'll turn the light on for you once I get the generator going. Wow. You need a socket on that thing to get in there? Wouldn't hurt. How much crap do you guys think is going to be built up in her? Definitely not as bad as the other one was. What the? The other one made sense that it wasn't running very good. This one, I didn't get it yet. Still looks okay. Where's my handy dandy digger outer tool here? Yeah, the other one didn't really want to come apart. It was so crapped out. This one coming right apart like it should. Can you guys see through it? Make more of a mess. Oh, apparently I got a cut on my hand somewhere. Yep, nope, I remember that one. Through. You guys see her? That's a racer right there. In feed, down to the bowl, up the chute right there. Get your float. Goes down in there, so once it gets full, it shuts that off. Float is your valve. And then that Allen piece that I took out of the bottom, that's your needle. Yeah, there's nothing even in the bottom of this guy. This thing was really clean, actually. I'm surprised it only ran on the choke. But anyway, it goes up right through the center here. And its throttle is controlled electronically. You know what? I think there's just a touch of crap in there. I don't have one of those little things. Pine needle? Sure. Break it off in there. Yeah, that's our problem. That thing's just got a little tab of something in it. Holding on to this for a special reason. The leftover wire at the end of the reel on your welder. Oh man, if you guys could have saw that, I don't know. Look like some algae and some crappy California gas. It'll be funny to see what they're going to do when you're not allowed to run gas rigs anymore. Some of the electric chainsaws are sweet, but how in the hell are you going to have an electric generator? Don't you cross-thread that little guy in there, else, oh, you're screwed. This is a handy tool right here. this also, flip it over, and that'll take your blend door motor off of your late second gen. That, make sure you keep your gasket in there good. And then we'll clean out this guy, which look clean.
Too wide.
Too wide. Oh, the funnel. Look at that little jet. I mean, it's controlled via that little electronic BS. Very technical. NASA.
Car piles. Or are you just getting
Car pile.
super technical?
I had a little go-kart when I was a little kid. Broke this thing off trying to get it out to clean it. That go-kart didn't move for years. And we ended up getting not the right needle for it, or the jet. I mean, poor thing. Yerf dog. I think I might have been working on this for 10 minutes. And I forgot to put on a bolt, so I had to go back. That took me time, but it's funny how many little small engine rigs like this will just get thrown to the curb because people just don't want to take a carb apart. I did it. It's not that bad. The generator that I got up at my grandpa's place right now, outfit we were working for, a little pre-job. They said, hey, you want this stuff? I said, sure. Explain to me how in the hell that happened there. Oh, I see. There we go. Alright, you guys think she's gonna work? I've let talking BS about people not getting their stuff working. Let's see if I fix this thing. Don't do what I did last time. On. Choke once. That and a 14 millimeter and a flathead screwdriver is all that took to clean that out. And a can of brake cleaning, you've been good with one little piece of wire. Now we got power in the shop, turns the well on, several 100,000 lumens of lights in here. And those plus the well equals the generator having trouble. Well, I came down to the shop to find the camera so I could edit this footage for you guys for this video. So if I find the camera, you guys got the video. But here's the generator still running out there. It's been a couple days since I filmed that little segment. And yep, we're still running on Jenny. So I'm gonna do a little generator talk here at the end of this video. Elaborate on a few things. So the generator, the diesel one got at the house, finally got it going. The thing is like 12, 14 years old. Old man bought that thing back in the day from a traveling salesman. And when we started having the power outages because of shutting them down for high winds so trees wouldn't land on the power lines, start up a forest fire and light up a whole town like it did up in Paradise. Well, they turned off the power to towns, cities, everybody. So the whole population, the general public, just rushed to Home Depot, Tractor Supply, Hobo Freight, the whole nine. You got these mobile little heat boxes that run on gasoline and produce just a little bit of energy to run your refrigerator, maybe a TV, not a microwave. A microwave actually draws quite a lot. So does your coffee maker. But I thought, what the heck, I'll buy my old man's generator. He went and bought a big one that runs his house and the neighbor's house and all the stuff inside the shop like a responsible adult. But here I am, new homeowner, bought his old one, circuit breaker on that new diesel generator that's new to me, but kind of old. It goes out. So I rush up to, where'd I go? Tractor Supply. I had a buddy working there. He had two of them, 5500s, in stock. And I thought, what the heck, I'll go ahead and buy both those. He put them on hold for me because he's my buddy. There was a big line of them because everybody's trying to get a generator to power the minimal stuff at their house. So I bring those down here, we rig it up, so we just drop a panel, you know, disconnect from the main grid, hook up into it the proper way, rather than a lot of other people, they'll just run an extension cord into their house, and then, you know, like Christmas, they got all kinds of extension cords and triple splitters and blah, 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 fire hazard central. Did it the correct way, but one generator is not enough to run the house and the shop, so I had to put one at the shop, one up at the house, and this one runs the well. It's a goofy system. I told you guys about that in the beginning. But now that I got the diesel one going, electric start, don't ever have to clean the carburetor like I did on that gas rig earlier. And one cool thing about it, it is very fuel efficient. So I'm gonna shed a little knowledge to you guys, because just on my experience with two same 5-6K generators, one gas, one diesel, which one would you guess is more efficient? Comment it below and I'll go ahead and go on my little tangent right here. You can hit pause, I'll wait for you. Okay, we're back. So, been running the gas generators for the last 3 or 4 days, something like that. The gas tank is about twice the size as the fuel tank on the diesel generator. And I swear the gas rig, even though it's twice the size of a tank, it's going down twice as fast as as the diesel one. I'm getting back and forth mixed up. On the two of them. And the one at the house is just running a TV, internet, computer, 2 fridges, the minimal necessities, you know, to keep alive. I'm mainly down here in the shop working on these hot rods. That one almost burned down today. So tune into the other channel to learn about that. I'll bring it up in conversation here eventually. But that would have been bad. But I just did a quick Google search just to see the official number on which fuel creates more power. It's obvious, but to get a hard-ish number. They say diesel is 10 to 15% more powerful than the gasoline. More efficient, fuel efficient. Basically, diesel creates more power with less energy, more fuel efficient. The generator that I have for these observations aren't completely exact, but they're close in, you know, nature. And I'll tell you what, that diesel one is just sipping on it. And I went ahead and backed the old cowboy truck up to it with a nice transfer tank, and I just go over there. A little bit of fuel compared to dumping 5 gallons in every time I went out there every 4 or 5 hours. I'm telling you, the gas one, 5 gallons, so probably a gallon an hour. And I swear the diesel one is like a gallon and a half, maybe, every 5 hours. It's just completely blowing it out of the water. But it's more ammo for everybody else out in the world to make fun of California. But I'd say Mother Nature really hit us with a very good snowmageddon right now, because I haven't seen this much snow in a long time. It's almost like an old-timer story. Maybe when I'm an old-timer, I can share this story and say, we had so much snow one time, I stayed in the shop and just worked on cars. We'll see you guys in the next one. I'd appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button for me, like this video, stay safe out there. And I'm hoping to find my camera, because I'm talking to my phone right now for 5 minutes. It's probably in the house where I normally set it. Look at that though. 70 Charger, 70 Challenger. They're gonna be twins, cousins. They're gonna be cousins, man. Brothers, sister, brothers. That's how they'll be brothers. See you guys later.